Do you own a medicine ball, or does the gym you go to have a rack of medicine balls that's just collecting dust because nobody's using them because they don't know how to effectively use them? Hi, I'm Coach Dom, owner of Breakthrough Fitness here in Oviedo, Florida, and today I'm going to teach you how to effectively use a medicine ball in your training as a standalone workout or a great addition to your warm-up or finisher of that workout. Medicine balls are a great tool to have in your toolbox because they allow us to train many aspects of fitness with just this one tool. We can train power or explosiveness. Medicine balls are also great because we can train the body how it's intended as one piece, and we can train all three planes of motion. So the body moves in three planes of motion. We have the frontal plane, the sagittal plane, and the transverse plane. The frontal plane we'll go through first. Frontal plane is side-to-side movement here. So the body's divided in half this way, and we're moving side to side. One of my favorite exercises for the frontal plane with the medicine ball is what we call a medicine ball side bend. So we're going to be overhead, which is good because we're standing, we're training the torso, the midsection, the core in a vertical posture. And this is how we live our life in this state. We're not sitting down training. We're upright, standing, training the body how it's intended to be, it moves. So we're going to have this ball overhead. Knees are soft. We're going to bend through that torso, side to side. The spine flexes this way, side to side. The obliques, the muscles along the side of my body, my arms, my shoulders, a lot's going on here with this one simple exercise. So that would be training in the frontal plane. The next plane of movement is the sagittal plane, which is where we spend most of our time in training and life. That's bending forward and backwards. So our body's cut in half this way, and it's flexion, extension, stepping into movement, reversing movements. That's the sagittal plane. So the medicine ball, we can do a lot of wonderful things with the medicine ball when it comes to training. For instance, we can do a lunging pattern. So let's say you're beginning the training and you want to add a little bit of resistance. We can train and just kind of hold that weight here. Now your lunge may not be that deep, or we can really get into that lunge pattern and step a little bit deeper. Now we want to add more movement to this, add more arm movement. We can go overhead with that movement. Okay? We can keep it here and we can press with that movement. Keep it overhead during the movement. So now you can see it's integrating the whole body, lots of torso, midsection, core being worked during all these different types of movement patterns. We could also obviously go backwards with that pattern as well. The third plane of movement is the transverse plane, which is rotation. Our body can rotate side to side. And with your traditional tools like dumbbells and machines, barbells, you're not really going to get a lot of that rotation. The medicine ball is a fantastic tool for rotation, why we like it. So now we can simply just be here. Like I demonstrated in that earlier part of the video, that side throw. We're getting a lot of rotation here, okay? We're getting that rotation. We can do chops outside the knee. We can go all the way to the ground and rotate. Lots of movement here going on, connecting the whole body as one piece. So medicine balls are fantastic. We can lunge, so we can combine that sagittal plane with rotation, with that transverse plane. Okay? That's a great reason why medicine ball is a fantastic tool. All right, so I gave you the basics of why we like medicine balls. You can train the three planes of motion. Teaches you that the body is one piece. We can integrate everything working together. So now I'm going to show you a series of movements flowing one to the next using the medicine ball as a standalone workout. You can use it as a warm-up, a finisher, however you want to go about using it. And we'll talk more about the details after I'm done demonstrating all the movements. I'm going to go about 10 reps on every exercise. If it's single-sided, I may do 5 reps for each side just for the sake of the video. All right? So here we go. I'm going to start with the squat pattern, and we're going to start here, and I'm going to squat and press. That's 5. I'm also going to squat and do a press alternating. So you have different options here. Don't sacrifice your squat form. When you rotate, come back down controlled, just press. You can even just press straight up. I'm going to keep the ball there. We're going into that side bend I demonstrated earlier. You're a beginner and then you got some shoulder issues, hold that ball right here. You can still get some flexion of that spine. It's going to change the resistance some, but you still get some work. All right, now we'll go back to a more lower body emphasis move. We're going to reverse lunge, add a little rotation. You'll see I'm rotating to that front knee. Now, if this is your lunge, that's fine. You don't have to get that knee all the way to the ground. Find a spot out in front of you. Look at it. Good. Now, wood chops, one of my favorite exercises. We're going to go 5 each direction. First one, right down the middle, overhead. I don't want you flexing and bending like this. I want you to push your hips back, find a spot out there, come back up. So chop with force, use your stomach, use those lower back muscles, those hamstrings, glutes, to stop that ball on the chop, excuse me. So now we're going to go diagonal. Slow motion, chopping, slicing the body in half. I'm going to end up right outside my knee. So I'm going to chop with force, tighten this up, use your stomach as a brake, those ab muscles, to bring that ball back over. You'll see I'm pivoting, pay attention to my feet. All right, back to the lower body. Kind of a single leg deadlift. Focus on balance, find a spot. Now that one's tough. Keep your foot that way instead of swinging that leg up. Push the butt back. Look at my back. Look at my chest is up. Back's flat. I'm not rounded. I'm feeling that right there. All right. One more exercise. We'll add a little bit of dynamic movement here. And we'll do what we call a jumping jack with a press. So right here. Good, and then we can go into what we call a speed skater. So if you didn't have a ball, you'd simply be going back and forth. We could add that ball and add some resistance. Tight stomach, stick the landing. So that's a great medicine ball circuit. Give it a try. 10 reps per exercise, 5 each side if you're doing single-sided stuff. Fool around with it. It's a fantastic tool. We can get on the ground and do different types of ab exercises as well. That's for another video. But for now, give that circuit a try, do a round of it, rest a minute, rest 2 minutes, rest 3 minutes. Give it another circuit if you're doing a standalone workout. If you want to do it as a warm-up, go ahead and go through everything, get your body primed and ready for the strength training or the work you're going to do. All right, so go ahead and like this video, subscribe to our channel if you haven't, and if you want to learn how to use these tools that you may have at home, or you're interested in strength training, give us a call. We'll have a conversation, get you into the facility, run you through a basic assessment to see where you're at with your fitness and maybe get you in a good program that trains the body how it's intended to be used in our daily life. I'm Coach Dom. See you at the gym. Keep moving.